Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy, Yo Hester here, back at it again. It's been about 3 years since I've last done a hand cannon review, and a lot has changed since then for perks and metas, and honestly even my playstyle. But today we'll be talking about the new king of 140 RPM hand cannons, the Corundum Hammer. It is a Trials of Osiris weapon that can be obtained at a high rate on the weekend that it's focused and featured, and it will drop at the end of games regardless of if you win or lose. Corundum Hammer is a stat monster and also has some solid perks. In the first column, you have the sweaty fan favorite Slide Shot, which allows you to get more ammo back into the magazine while also giving your next bullet fired extra stability in range each and every time you slide, so it allows you to run and gun a lot easier. You also have Fragile Focus, which gives you a whopping 20 range as long as you have your shield up and non-destroyed. In the second column, you have Opening Shot for a massive boost to range and aim assist at 30 and 25 for your first bullet. And then you also have Precision Instrument, and that adds more damage as you hit crits, so it essentially increases the range and also helps you against overshields and rifts. And lastly, you have Explosive Payload. That's a top pick also because it adds a lot of visual flinch to opposing players, so you end up winning more 1v1s because sometimes players will end up missing a bullet or two from the flinch. It did get nerfed, so you do have less range. I've tested out all of these top perks and they are good, but I found myself enjoying a combination of two other perks. These two perks are what I feel differentiates this gun from others. The perks I'm talking about on my personal god roll is Lone Wolf and Keep Away. For Lone Wolf, you get 6 aim assist and 0.85 ADS multiplier, and these get roughly doubled when none of your teammates are within 15 meters, so your shot is going to feel extra sticky and you snap in a lot faster. And if you also like to jump around, it gives you either 16 or 32 point boost to your AE. For Keep Away, you get a free plus 10 range and a crazy high 35 reload with an additional boost to your accuracy as long as you're 15 meters away from enemies. You're going to be mapping people and getting crit shots you might not have fully gotten because of the accuracy increase makes those hitboxes a lot bigger. I also pair it with Roar of the Battle origin trait that gives you another free plus 10 stability and plus 10 handling for 6 seconds. With these crazy stats and perks, you'll notice and feel a few things differently. Number one is the range. You have 100 range, so it's always destroying people across the map. With certain metas having people playing slower and playing further back, you can still challenge them with the high range. I get surprised so many times when I 3-tap someone across the map and I'm like, wow, this is a 140 RPM hand cannon and it's not a 120 RPM hand cannon and it's not a scout. So it just feels amazing. You also have Slide Shot and Opening Shot, and it can give you that 100 range, but it's only for the first bullet. And then for this roll, I get it for all my shots. On D2 Foundry, the max range is an insane 37.5 meters. And so this allows you to have that flexibility to challenge people at mid ranges, which is where you would ideally want to be. But then when you need to, you still outmap other 140 RPM hand cannons and other guns that are meta right now, such as pulses and then, autos and so on and so forth. I'm not going to lie to you, there are a couple other 140 RPM hand cannons that have very high range, but the thing is, they feel so slow and clunky. I love this gun because the handling feels so nice. You have the base high handling just from being a stat monster of Trials of Osiris endgame PvP loot, but then on top of that, the Lone Wolf is giving you that quicker ADS, and so you're snapping in and out faster. And the Roar of the Battle origin trait is giving the extra handling just from being in gunfights. This just makes the gun feel so crispy, and I can challenge people further on the back, and I can still play up close and personal and be aggressive, so you no longer have to sacrifice that handling for range or vice versa. You literally have both in this gun. So you can hold lanes and choke points, you can rush up and cap B, you can push spawns, get into enemy lines, and get in their face. It really has become an all-around gun made for different maps and different ranges and all types of playstyle. And because it's so versatile, you can even pair it with whatever you want. You want to use a shotgun, go ahead, use a shotgun. You want to use a sniper, that's even better. You know, whatever you want, you can use it with a sidearm. There's just so many things that you can pair this gun with because it's not one-sided. You never feel like, oh, I need to have something else. This gun can do it all. So whatever you end up pairing with, it just ends up being like another fun special or primary that you use. Now, ultimately, for any gun, it comes down to the most important question: how does the gun feel and perform? If the fate of the universe is in your hands and you've got that 1v1 in a 4-4 round in game 7 to go flawless and save humanity from aliens, can you clutch up and get that 3-tap and win that 1v1? For me, this is that gun that gives you that confidence and consistency. The perks giving double accuracy mixing with high stats is what makes this gun so deadly and elite. You want a gun to be reliable in any 1v1 and compete in most of those situations that you're faced in. The 100 range means that you feel confident and challenge most rangers. 73 stability means the gun isn't kicking into the sky and that you can handle that recoil, line up those shots, and try to get those 3 taps, and then also fight flinch and be more consistent with those gunfights. The 77 handling and lone wolf, like I mentioned, you snap in and out quickly as well as swap to other guns when you need it in close ranges. The 85 reload allows you to reload quickly and you're back in the fight. The 93 aim assist of lone wolf and 2 targeting mods and the accuracy bumps from keep away make this gun feel so sticky and you hit a bunch of crits that quote unquote you weren't supposed to hit. So this gun has my own personal highest headshot ratio. It's about 10% higher than Rose, which was my highest. And Rose does have that lightweight movement buff, but I think Corundum Hammer has a better overall package. And also, like, no Rose, you can't get it anymore, so this gun is just easier to obtain. But what do you guys think? Have you tried this perk combo, and what other combinations are your favorite? This gun is loaded with S tier perks, so let me know your preferred role in the comments below. If you enjoyed the breakdown, drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more high-level Destiny 2 analysis. I'm Yo Hester, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.